Something abnormal is happening in the Hawaii housing market here on Oahu. For every 10 homes listed on Oahu, 1 or 2 are being completely pulled off the market. Sellers are not giving up, but it's not a crash. Prices aren't dropping. Something more suitable is happening. And if you're buying or selling on Oahu in 2026, you need to understand this pattern. I've helped over 450 families through Oahu's real estate market, and today I'm breaking down exactly what's going on. Which homes are hottest? So here's the deal. Single-family homes on Oahu are still a hot commodity, and the January 2026 numbers show it. The median price is around $1.1 million. Basically the same as last year, but the inventory is around 675 to 710 homes island-wide. And mind you, anything below 800 is considered low on Oahu. When something well-priced hits the market, buyers are on it. Homes are selling in a median of 27 days, which is very fast. And 1 in 3 single-family homes are selling above the asking price. That's a 4-year high for January. Now, I know what you're thinking. $1 million price tag? How does that make sense for most buyers? The math here is worth understanding, so give me your full attention. Single-family homes cost more upfront, but without a monthly maintenance fee, no HOA dues, and no condo association fees, your monthly cost is way more predictable. In fact, it can actually be even comparable to or less than buying a condo or townhome. Let's say you're looking at a condo or townhome listed in the mid-800s. Sounds more affordable than $1 million home, right? Now, add a monthly maintenance fee of $800, $900, or maybe even $1,000 or more. Suddenly, that math starts to look a lot different, doesn't it? When you sit down and compare the actual monthly payment side by side, a single-family home with a higher price tag can cost you the same or less every single month. And guess what? You own more. Plus, you're not at the mercy of whatever the condo board decides next year. And stay with me, because when we get to what buyers can actually do with this information, I'm going to show you exactly how to use this market to your advantage. But anyway, that's the shift happening right now, and it's driving buyers towards single-family homes. So that's the first piece of the abnormal shift we're seeing on Oahu. And for the second, well, let's just say it's happening on the complete opposite end of the market. Before we keep going, if you're a homeowner on Oahu and you've been wondering what your home is worth in this market, right now, I put a free home evaluation tool in the description. It takes just a couple of minutes and it's totally free. Go check it out. All right, let's keep going. Which homes are sitting? Now, while single-family homes are seeing increased demand, the condo and townhome market is heading in the opposite direction. The median condo price dropped to the low 500s in January 2026, almost down 2% from last year. Condos are sitting for a median of 47 days on the market, and that's up over 20% from last year. So the inventory is rising, not shrinking. Right now, there are over 2,200 active condo listings on Oahu, and only about 1 in 10 condos are selling above asking price. That's the lowest it's been in 5 years. So what changed? Basically, those monthly maintenance fees. The spike over the last 2 years has been huge. Insurance costs for condo associations on Oahu have shot up. Premiums are increasing by 40% or more in a single renewal cycle, and in some cases, they're doubling, tripling, or climbing even higher. Climate risk, aging buildings, rising sea levels, insurance companies are factoring all of this in, and those costs get passed straight down to owners through their higher monthly maintenance fees. In 2026, most condo townhome maintenance fees on Oahu are running between $400 and $1,500 per month, with some luxury high-rises pushing well over $1,500 a month. And don't forget special assessments too. Owners are getting hit with one-time charges for upgrades like fire sprinklers, plumbing, and structural repairs, stuff the building reserves just weren't ready for. For about every $100 a month those fees go up, a condo's value can drop by as much as $20,000. And I'll get to what sellers need to do about all of this. Most of them are getting it completely wrong. I'll explain more in a bit. Now, buyers are doing that math, and it's pushing them away from condos and towards single-family homes, even at the higher price point. At the end of the day, condos and townhomes just aren't as desirable as they used to be on Oahu. Not because the homes are bad, but because the total monthly cost of ownership has changed so much. And that shift is doing something interesting to buyer behavior across the whole island's market. More buyers are coming into this market, but what they want has shifted, and that's creating a divide that didn't exist a few years ago. Interest rates have started to drop, now hovering close to 6%, and that's down from 6.9% in January last year. Pending sales for single-family homes jumped over 14% year over year to start 2026. That's real momentum here. But inventory for single-family homes is still tight, so more buyers are chasing fewer homes. In this rate environment, buyers who are stretching their budget want a home that's move-in ready. They're paying over 6% on their mortgage, and they've possibly even put a big down payment. That's not a lot of money left to rip out carpet, repaint every room, and redo a kitchen. So yeah, move-in ready homes are moving fast, and homes that need work, even light cosmetic work, are sitting longer. That's exactly why the buyer strategy I'm about to share works so well in this market, and also why sellers who don't understand it are leaving money on the table. Deals on Oahu in 2026 aren't coming from a crashing market. They're coming from bad marketing. Just think about it. A home with no professional photos. Yes, iPhone photos happen. A listing that's not staged, looks cluttered, or has cosmetic issues will quickly get overlooked by buyers. These homes end up sitting on the market, and when a home sits on Oahu, the seller gets nervous. That's where your negotiating leverage lives. If you're willing to look past carpet that needs replacing, walls that need fresh paint, or a kitchen that's outdated but still functional, you can find properties priced below market. Most buyers in this rate environment won't look twice at those homes. Most people want to walk in and turn the key. They don't have the funds or bandwidth to take on a project. The play is to buy below your budget and save the difference for renovations. Build equity through the work rather than buying at the top of your budget for someone else's finishes. It's investor thinking, and it's available to any buyer willing to look past cosmetic stuff. You'll need some capital set aside before you start looking, but if you've got that flexibility, this market is giving you a real window right now. First things first, get pre-approved. Know exactly what your budget is and what your monthly payment looks like with all of the fees factored in. And you don't have to do this on your own. I can help recommend you to a local lender to get your pre-approval process started, and my contact information is in the description below. For single-family homes, be ready to move fast on anything well-priced. For condos and townhomes, don't be afraid to negotiate, especially for homes that have been sitting on the market. Always factor in the full monthly cost of ownership. That maintenance fee is not a footnote. It's a core part of the decision. The other side of this equation is what sellers are doing and what most of them are getting wrong. That's what decides whether a home becomes a deal or gets top dollar. Buyers are making decisions fast, and it all starts online. The photos, the video, the staging. If your home doesn't show well in those first few moments, you're not getting the showings. And no showings means no offers. And that's how a well-located home ends up as someone else's deal. Every seller I work with hears the same thing from me. Make your property shine in the best possible light with what it is. We don't need to gut renovate, but we do need to deep clean, touch up paint, declutter, stage it, and invest in professional high-end photography and videography, which is included with me every single time, regardless of price point. These things are not optional if you want top dollar for your property. Something I do with every single listing that makes a real difference. I bring a property to market first as coming soon, without a price, and I feel out where the market is before committing to a number. In 2026, we can have a listing as coming soon up to 60 days before it goes live on the market. It gives you a real-time buyer interest data before you go live, and it takes the guesswork out of the pricing strategy. Because overpricing is the single biggest mistake sellers make right now. Pricing goes beyond recent comparable sales. It's about what's currently sitting on the market alongside your property. You have to know what the other buyers are shopping around looking at as well. If there's another 3-bed, 2-bath home in your area that's fully renovated and listed at the same price you want, you're competing against that home head to head. Every buyer who sees your listing will also see that one. You have to know what you're up against and price with the full picture in mind. With the single family home market, the North Shore has the lowest competition right now. About 18% of homes selling over asking price, compared to the 40% in East Honolulu and Kaneohe. Location is very important when it comes to strategy. For condos, only about 1 in 10 is seeing a bid up right now. And if you're selling a condo, be especially strategic about presentation and pricing, and be upfront with buyers about maintenance fees and any upcoming special assessments. Transparency builds trust, and trust closes deals. Oahu's market is changing, and understanding how it's splitting up is going to make all the difference in your strategy right now. If you're getting ready to buy or sell on Oahu, send me an email at team@epichawaiihomes.com. It's in the description below. I'll help you cut through the noise, figure out where you actually stand in this market, and put together a real plan that makes sense for your specific situation. And make sure you watch my next video right here, where I break down the real pros and cons of living on Oahu. If you're thinking about moving here in 2026, you don't want to miss it. I'll see you on the next one. Aloha.